Hi everyone and welcome back to Luxury in Life. Today I'm going to be talking about a subject that is quite a hot topic at the minute, and that is sustainability. So if you're interested in seeing what I think about it, then keep on watching. So this is a word that's being thrown around quite a lot at the moment. It's in the news, it's on TV. A lot of brands are talking about it when they're speaking about the ways they produce their products. It is a hot topic, and rightly so. I think it's kind of something we all need to look at. We all need to kind of take a look at our daily lives and see how we all can be a bit more sustainable. I've just been getting a lot into it recently. I've been watching a lot of David Attenborough and things like this, and I've just feel like it's something I really feel passionate about. I really want to shout about it, especially on my channel and on my Instagram. It's a small platform that I've got, but I really think it's a good thing to speak about, especially to the younger generation as well. So I've looked at ways that we can be more sustainable, and I've put together some tips and tricks that I think all of us should be following, especially if you're into fashion, accessories. It's just little things we can all do to help. I also just want to say that I know that some people might roll their eyes at this. They might land on my Instagram page, see that I like luxury handbags and accessories and think, oh, she just spends X amount of money on a handbag, and tries to justify it by saying, oh, it's sustainable, so it's all right. But that's not what I do. That's not what I'm getting at. I know there are people out there that do that. But with me, I'm not someone that just buys on a whim. I'm not someone that buys brand new. I buy a lot of my stuff pre-loved and vintage. It is a lot cheaper, it's better for the environment, and that's kind of the route that I tend to go down. Each to their own. Like, there are people that will buy a new handbag every week, brand new from the store. That's just not me, and it's not something I can afford, and it's not something that I would ever want to do if I could afford it as well. So yeah, I know there will be people that will be looking at me and just be thinking, oh, it's an excuse for you to buy an expensive handbag, just passing it off saying it's sustainable, so it's okay. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm trying to get at all, and it's just not me. So if you're interested in my tips and what I've got to say, then here they are. So my first tip is actually to wash your clothes less often. Now, I know some people might not like the idea of that, but if you wash your clothes less often, and if you definitely avoid the tumble dryer and dry them more naturally, it's just so much better for the environment, whether that's on a clothes horse or hanging on a clothesline. But just trying to wash less as much as you can will really do good things for the environment. The second tip I have is to just organise your wardrobe. So it's very hard for you to see what you've actually got when there's just so much clutter. If you kind of organise it so that you can see everything you've got, you're a lot more likely to kind of celebrate and love the things that you have, and less likely that you want to go out and buy something new. So if you can see everything at a glance, you'll be able to be like, oh, I haven't worn that this week, or I haven't worn that in a while. I'll wear that, instead of thinking I want to buy something new. The next one, and it's so important that you never do this, and that is to throw your clothes away in the bin, in the trash. Just don't do it. It will end up in landfill, which is so bad, or it will either end up getting burned, which again is really bad for the environment. There are so many other options that you have. So you could donate it. So pack up all your clothes in a bin bag, whatever, take it to your local charity shop, and they'll be so happy to receive it. You can donate to places like H&M, which will actually, they'll give you a £5 gift voucher to use in their store for every bag that you hand in, which is such an amazing scheme. There's so many places that do this. If you don't want to donate it, if it's actually quite good quality, you just don't wear it anymore, you can even sell it. So places like Depop, eBay, there will always be someone that will get the use out of something. If it's in good quality, if it's not too worn, there's definitely somebody else that is going to love it. Just because you don't doesn't mean nobody else will. So the last thing you can do is to repair your clothes. So if you're thinking of throwing something away because it's broken, there are ways things can be fixed, especially shoes. You can get them kind of the bottom re-heeled with a new sole and everything like that, and they can be as good as new. The other day I actually pulled a belt loop off one of my jeans. It ripped off and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sad because I love these jeans, they fit me really good. They're just from H&M, and my boyfriend was like, just throw them away and buy another pair. I was like, no way, I'm gonna get my sewing kit out, I'm gonna fix this, sew it back up, and it's fine. I don't need to buy another pair. But for some reason we've got this ingrained in our heads, especially if it was a cheap item, just throw it away and buy another one. And that's just something I'm trying to get away from. I'm trying to hang on to my clothes as long as I possibly can. So moving on from the last tip, the next one is to just buy pieces with longevity in mind. Don't buy something for like £5 that you're going to wear once, it's going to break and you're going to throw away. Buy pieces and invest in pieces that are going to last you such a long time. That's especially what I do with my handbags. I remember when I was younger, when I had a job on a weekend, and every time I got paid I'd be like, oh my god, I'm going to buy something new, a new handbag or something like that, and it would just break after a week of using it, and it's just not a good habit to get into. So now, especially with my handbags, my preload, my vintage pieces, I'm buying them knowing that they're going to last me years and years. I'm not going to be buying a new one every month or anything like that. My pieces are all to last me for the rest of my life. And if you buy your clothes and everything, accessories, with that in mind, you're less likely to just keep purchasing. We have a real problem with consuming just so much stuff, and it can get a bit out of hand. With that said, if you are buying higher quality items, look after them. It's so important to keep them looking their best. With my handbags, I have a whole kit that I use to clean, condition, protect, and I just look after them really, really well. It's the same for clothing. Things like with your denim, just wash them inside out. They're going to last so much longer. Really care for your cashmere pieces. Just take the time to know what it is that's going to make them last as long as they possibly can. My next tip when it comes to your clothing is to look at buying trans-seasonal pieces, so things that are going to see you through all seasons of the year. So that might be a really great pair of jeans. That's where you want to invest your money. If you're wearing these things every single day throughout every single month, you should be investing in that. So a great pair of jeans is a good example. You don't want to keep rebuying. If you find a really good pair that work for you, that are made well, just buy those and don't spend your money on something that you're going to wear once. A great example of this is an occasion dress. So say you've got a wedding coming up that you're going to in a few months' time. A lot of people will spend a lot of money on one dress that you're going to be photographed in. You're not going to want to wear it again. And that's just not where you should be spending your money. If anything, that's where you should be saving on your money. Something that you're going to use once and just sell or donate or something like that. Don't spend a lot of money on those pieces, those occasion pieces. Spend them on the things that you wear every single day. I mentioned jeans. Some other examples of this would just be classic t-shirts, coats and jackets that you can wear throughout the seasons, and just things like classic dresses. So instead of one occasion dress, buy a classic, like a classic black dress that you will wear to multiple occasions and not just one. And the last thing I would say is just do your research, just investigate. If you're looking to buy something new, have a look around, see what brands are doing sustainable pieces. It's so easy now, more than ever, to just message your brand on social media and be like, what is this made from? What are you guys doing in terms of sustainability? Do you have any recycled pieces? Anything like that. It's just so easy now to get in touch with brands and just to do your research. You know, the internet is a great resource just to find new places, new brands that are offering something that's a bit more environmentally friendly. So those are my tips. I hope you found them useful. These are just things that I use in my daily life when I come to buying and purchasing. I know I need to constantly do better and be better, and that's what I'm trying to do at the minute. With my accessories and things like that, most of them are pre-loved or vintage, and most of them I buy because I want them to stay with me for the rest of my life, basically. And then they will get passed down to whatever generation is next, and that's just how I like to view what I buy. I'm especially trying to do that more with my clothing. I don't buy a lot of clothes generally. I might do one or 2 kind of hauls throughout the year. So that might be, you know, to H&M or Zara, I might buy something for spring summer, and then I might buy something for autumn winter, but I generally don't buy a lot of clothes at all really. So most of my money does tend to go on my accessories, and they are usually second hand. It's just the way that I like to shop, but this is just a really big topic that I want to kind of drive forward a bit more on my channel. I'm thinking on my Instagram to do a kind of series. So on my highlights, I'm going to do maybe once a week a luxury in life on sustainability, and just give tips, advice, things that I've seen that I like, especially brands. I might call out a different brand every now and then who I think are doing something really good in this space. So thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do follow me over on Luxury in Life UK on Instagram, just so you can see how I'm going to be talking a bit more about this subject and kind of putting some more tips, advice, things that I'm thinking about. I know I'm not perfect, and there are definitely things that I can keep doing in my everyday life just to contribute a bit more. We all can, so I'm just trying to just put this out there so that other people might start thinking about it as well. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe if you're not already, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it as well. Hit the notification bell as well so you're notified when I next upload a video. I normally do Sundays at 6 PM. So thanks again, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.